Morning guys, just working on a simple project today and I figured I'd turn the camera on. I'm just going to make a couple of garden tools, or try to anyways. I have this old hoe and I already have a couple other hoes, so I want to turn this one into a tool for furrowing. It'll also act as a hoe as well for getting into tight spaces. And I took one of these rototiller tines. I'm not too sure what kind of steel both these are made out of, but I did anneal it, which means I baked it in a fire for about 5 hours to take the hardness out. And I'm taking this rototiller tine. I already started working on this one since it was in the fire. I straightened it out and did some hammering on it, but I'm going to make this into like a blade hoe. You can see that it's kind of bent out of shape now from beating on it. So I just got my forge heating up and I'm going to get to work. So I did a lot of grinding on it. The reason why I have to do it now is because I'm going to heat it up again and start doing some bending. I put a couple of marks with the hacksaw to mark where I want to bend it. So I've done all my bending and shaping, grinding. I even test fitted it onto this handle. This is a handle that I found someone was throwing away. You can kind of see how I got it on there temporarily. Just want to make sure all the angles are right before you heat treat, because once you heat treat, that's it. So I did the best I could to make sure got the right angles. This other tool here, or this other handle, I made from scratch last night. You know, it's a lot of work taking a square piece of wood and making it round, and it's not perfectly round. everything figured out, hopefully. I got a couple of holes drilled in there that will help pin it, help keep it from coming out. Did all the grinding. I actually wanted the bevel on the outside. It's easier for sharpening, but you can see there's not much room there, so I had to put it on the inside. So I got everything all figured out, I hope, and now it's time to heat treat. Alright, so I quenched my steel. It's nice and hard again. But now what I have to do is temper it so it's not so brittle. So what I do is I pour some water on my fire. I want to get it about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I put my tools on and just let it sit for about 2 hours. So I got a couple more projects I want to work on while my other tools are on the forge. Somebody was throwing away this potato fork and a shovel. They were in bad condition, you know, lots of rust. But I cleaned off all the rust, just gave them a light coat of paint for now. But this wood, you know, is borderline needs replacing. But I'm going to try sanding it and then conditioning it, see if I can restore it. If not, maybe one day I'll replace the handles, but alright guys, I think I'm going to wrap things up. There's my furrow tool. Also will work as a hoe. There's my blade hoe. I'm going to sharpen these, put a sheath on them, or make a sheath for them. There's one I made for another hoe. Gave some new life to some old tools. And here's a tool I made a couple of weeks ago. It's a 2-prong cultivator. It's for cleaning up in between rows.